Welcome, beloved, to my diary. I'm Tatami, and I want to take some time to give some love to my freeform locks, to talk about them. It's a year. It's a year of freeform locks. I love them. I love them with all my heart. It is hands down the best, best, best hairstyle I've ever had. I feel like I've grown so much in the last year. Like, it was such a huge leap of faith to be able to put my trust into the hair and just be okay with whatever came out with it. You know what I mean? I had to just release, and that was so fucking hard for me. That was so hard because I'm always trying to like make myself look a certain way in front of people, and I've been like that, you know what I mean? I've been like that for a while, and even when I thought I wasn't being like that, I realized later I was being like that. I was always trying to manipulate my hair curl pattern and trying to make myself look a certain way and feel a certain way, and then having that taken straight out of my hands, like not like it was someone else's hands, not like I had a hairstylist, but like literally it's to the wind, who knows what the fuck is going to happen. It was so big for me, you know what I mean? And it made it so I forced myself to grow. I forced myself to go outside and, just be with my hair like it was. I took off my head wrap, at first around people who I trusted, and they were awesome. First of all, I love my friends so much. Like they were like into it. They were loving on me. They were loving my artistic phase because they love my art too. So it was really great to be able to have people support me and support what I was doing and uplift me in this way that was like, even if I'm not trying to be a perfect, like, princess looking, feminine, whatever, how Eurocentric standards, have put up for things. And I follow a lot of those things, even if I'm not that girl, my peers still respect me. My peers still love me. My friends still love me. You know what I mean? I still got hit on, you know what I mean? I thought that was just going to be done. For a little while there it was, and I was totally okay with that. But I still had people like complimenting me. I still had women and men telling me I looked good, which was really cool because my husband sure as hell hated 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 this shit. And it's been kind of a growth period for him too. I think he's been dragged along kicking and screaming, but I think it really helped him to recognize that I was serious when I was saying my hair was taking so much of my time, that I needed something else to do, that I needed some help with certain things, you know what I mean? And to really be able to put my foot down with that and put my money where my mouth was with that was like, I think it was something that my marriage needed in that way. So I also wanted to be able to, you know, um, I'm gonna go lock my door. These kids, these damn kids. Okay. So anyway, my point is like I did get a lot of support. I did get a lot of, reinforcement. I was able to try new things. There was a part of me that still wanted to do feminine things. So I was putting like hair sprinkles, lock sprinkles, you know what I mean? When you put the beads in your hair, I wrapped my hair sometimes. I tried to experience some of those different things so that I could, still be feminine, but have these like natty locks and enjoy them for what they were. And, I really felt like I could do this forever. I did feel like I can do this forever. I do feel like I can do this forever. Sadly, my life is not allowing me to do this forever. Many of you may know that I did work for a long, long time as I was a Montessori teacher. I've done numerous just, odd jobs with different things. Like some of them have been teaching related, some of them have just been whatever I could get. But when I did have the twins, that pregnancy took it out of me. I was one of those bellies that is just too big for comfort to look at when you look back on it. Like when it was me, when I was living it, it didn't seem that extreme. But now that I look back at the pictures of my extremely large belly, I can see why sometimes people were like taken aback when they'd see me, because it's not natural to see, it's natural. Obviously it was natural, but it's just not something you're used to seeing in the everyday, is the human body stretched to those limits. And so I was broken after I had the kids. I stayed at home, and then I stayed at home some more because my husband was like, just stay at home with the kids, because we can't really afford two kids in preschool. Like, we had been thinking we were going to have one. When we had two, it just threw everything for a loop. So I've been at home for the last few years. And I want to say within the first 2 or 3 years of me being at home with the twins, the gap between how much my husband and I made, it went from I made like $3 more than him because I had a bit more experience than him in some of these sectors, to he made like $8 more than me. And then he was making like, he had the potential to make like $10, $15 more than me an hour. And so it's like this whole time I've been getting like left behind. And so now that we're in a situation where I do have to work, and like the kids are getting to an age where they're going to be able to go to like free school and stuff, and like our family's in a position where I absolutely do have to work, like, I've made these commitments, I've married who I've married, I have the children that I have, so I do have to step up when I see things like aren't going as well. The issue is that I'm not an ideal person to hire for much of anything, and I like, my resume is not good. I don't look like the type of person that they want. The type of work I'm trying to get into so I can make the kind of money that we need is like basically hard labor, like, physical labor. So I need to be able to wear a hard hat. This is just not conducive for a hat. I'm also trying to work in like elderly care industries, and a lot of elderly people are really great when it comes to hair like this, but a lot of them aren't. So I'm going to have to, release it. I'm going to have to figure out something else. And I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy about the fact that it's going to have to go. And it's only been a year. And I thought my hair was going to be down to my ankles by the time I was like 60 or whatever. I don't know. I think about things in the long term too much, apparently. And I get like dreams in my head that just aren't going to fulfill themselves. That's just reality, right? So I'm going to figure that out, and I'm going to, you know, do what I do. But I did want to have this video where we celebrate them and we love on them one last time, because I'll be back. This will be back. It will be. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure how, I'm not sure what, but I will not be letting this go permanently into the future. It's just for now. It's just for now. And it sucks because these are perfect. Aren't they perfect? Like, they turned out exactly how I would want. Like, for the beginning, like, if you give these another like 6 years, 7 years, man, come on. How am I gonna get these awesome ones and then not be able, whatever. I release it. I take my responsibilities. I'm doing it for the kids. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for my family. I wish I didn't have to do it, but whatever. All right. Or I get sad and cry about my goddamn hair. May your ancestors and spirit guides be with you at every crossroads, and I will see you next time.